So this is your main screen that you're going to find once you hit the accept button when the screen powers up. The three things that we need to make sure everybody's super familiar with is the waypoint button, the chart button, and the chart depth or fish finder, but it gives you your depth indication. First thing we're going to go over is the waypoint button. Everything is touch screen. It works just like your iPad for simplicity. So when you hit the waypoint button, that's going to put a cursor on your GPS, letting you know exactly where you're at or where you want to go. So I want to place a waypoint at vessel. So if I hit that button, I can label it what I want. Right now I'm just going to place waypoint at vessel, hit OK, and that just put a waypoint exactly where we're at. If I want to place a waypoint at a lat and long location, which you'll be responsible to do as part of the checkout, and also if the Coast Guard sends you on a rescue, they're going to give you a lat and long. You're going to need to hit that button. And position, you just select the position, and now you type in the lat and long that the Coast Guard gives you. We're going to have a grease board that's going to be under the center console seat that you can write that information onto. Once you're done, you hit save and go to. Now if we go to the chart, this shows exactly where we're at, and the waypoint that we put in is exactly where we're at, so it's not going to show anything. All right, the second button we're going to briefly talk about is chart. Once again, you go ahead and touch the touch screen, it pulls up the chart, and it's a pinch screen just like your iPad or your smart device. Toggle in, toggle out. The boat is where we're currently located. The X is a waypoint that we put in, and we want it to go directly to it. So if I click on the X, go to cursor 3, I can reposition. And remove it. So let's say we want to go to Redwood City Marina. Move our cursor to that location. Click it, hit options. It gives you, these are your options. Now we can hit go to cursor, and it's going to draw a line. It's a quick way to get from point A to point B. Right? You can zoom in, zoom out. Now another way is to go ahead and in this screen we can hit waypoint, and we can place a waypoint at cursor. Same screen we talked about before, place waypoint at lat and long, place waypoint at vessel. There's a quick way to do it as well, is you just have to tap the screen. Anywhere you tap the screen, that cursor is going to go, and we want to put a waypoint there. We hit OK, and now there's a waypoint. So we can go to our waypoints, and today's waypoints we put in, and we can go to the last one we put in is 27, and it gives us all the information of that waypoint. It's 244 degrees magnetic to that location. It's 9 miles, and this is the lat and long. We can go ahead and touch it, and we can create a new group, or we can go to the waypoint and we can label it a waypoint that we can go back to at a later date. And one more thing in this screen, if you touch anywhere higher up the top, it brings down a pull down screen, and it tells you speed over ground, course over ground, the depth, the fuel is not active, and the grand trip total, which can be reset. We've gone 4.6 nautical miles. To close that, you just hit it and it disappears. If we want to switch screens, we can go to home and pick anything we want here. We've got the next one is a chart fish finder or our depth, and this is just the same thing, but it's a split screen. So because we're not in the water, this isn't going to work quite right, but this tells us our location and a split screen, so we can once again zoom in and zoom out. And it's just another feature that you can view two screens on one.